Shalom, Myshpaka. All right, so hold on. We're live on both Facebook. Well, we're live on 3 platforms right now. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. I'm gonna have to turn. Yep. Don't want that. All right. Bet. Yeah. So we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, and we're focused on TikTok. So if you're on Facebook and YouTube, we're not be really responding to you much. At least I will be showing you some attention, but our main focus is the Myshpaka on TikTok. So if you are on YouTube, you can join us. And occasionally I might turn my camera off. I don't know. We'll see. Shalom, Jacques.
Shalom, Adi.
Myshpaka, if you can just bear with me on TikTok, I'm gonna share that we are here on TikTok in our Facebook community. YAHUAH. All right, hold on a second. Okay, how do we know to? Okay, that's okay. Lives. All right. Oh, sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Still trying to get all situated. This is the first time we're doing this. We're trying to make sure that we can be live on multiple platforms because there's some of the Myshpaka that are not fans of TikTok. So we want to make sure that they. Oh, I can't be live on 2 platforms. Boo, Marilyn, could you boo? I can't be live on 2 platforms. Marilyn's actually. Did y'all hear that? Did you hear it? Oh, wait, sis, I had to turn the volume down on this one so I don't get no feedback. People can't hear you hit the boo button. What up, Frankie? What up, Aki? All right, Myshpaka, give me 1 second, man. We trying to get set up over here.
Shalom, Adi.
All right. Oh, they gonna get to hear Frankie's voice. Frankie's gonna say some funny stuff because he can't talk half the time. Gonna get the caps. Oh man, I posted in the wrong group. Oops. All right, hold on. There we go. Hold on. Myshpaka, here's the TikTok live. If you guys want to come hang out with us, we're doing a live on TikTok where you can join the panel. And the focus is to talk about our study that we did yesterday and the study today. So if you are interested and you attended the study, we'd love to hear from you. If you disagree with some things, we're okay with that. We're going to allow you to be able to speak. If you agree with things, we'd like to hear what you agree with. We like to hear things that resonated with you. We'd like to hear things that were fresh and brand new to your ears and your ruach. Barak YAHUAH, and hopefully we'll see you on TikTok. And we are live on Facebook and on YouTube as well if you're not a TikTok person. Man, something tells me this is going to be real fun, Myshpaka. I can't wait to hear from. I see Bethany 5 in here. Shalom, sis. All right. Marilyn, are you going to join us in TikTok, or are you just going to be in here? Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wait, you waiting on me there? There you go. Yeah, yeah, you got some feedback going on, sis. Yeah, I'll let you figure that out. It's probably because the system we're using. Yep. And let's see, Kendra, I'm gonna wait a little bit, sis. Because that way we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the lobby, and we'll let you come in a little bit. Sis, y'all, Kendra's actually one of the admins, and she helps moderate. But like right now, we got Jacques and we got Marilyn to help moderate. Jacques, you good on moderation? You got it? Marilyn, you good? All right, cool. So I don't have to worry about inviting people in and taking people down or anything. I'll just focus on resetting the room.
I don't know if I have the acceptable buttons or anything. I'm not sure about that. But if Marilyn has it, I can.
Yeah, I do.
All right. We'll figure it out. We'll work together as a team. We got this, right? We got this. Myshpaka, if you don't know, we've been doing a study for the last 2 days. Yesterday was Shabbat, and we did a study on a narrative culture change, a narrative change, or a covenant return. And it was inspired by Truth Unedited's YouTube videos that he did a series, or he's doing a series on that. And we did some studying on it. So we're wanting to invite people on who have been a part of studies, and we want to give you an opportunity to be able to share your thoughts on everything. You do not have to be a person that agrees. We want to hear from you. So, but what we are asking you to do, make sure that you have your books, have book. All right, I got my Hallelujah Scriptures, I got my KJV, and I got my Sefer. If you don't have a book and you still want to share, that's fine too. We're just trying to encourage you to do so. That's it. So it doesn't mean that you can't join. All right. Now, but if you want to join, the first thing we're asking you to do is please hit the mute button and wait your turn. We're going to have order in this live. And in our lives, we want order, and we want to make sure that we want to do our lives differently than any of the other lives that you see on TikTok. We're not looking for discord. We're looking for conversation. We just want to chat. We don't mind you disagreeing, but we want to make sure that you do have book. You are respectful, and we're going to ask you, if you are of the age of 18 to join our panel. You have to at least be 18. All right, and you being able to share whatever it is that you want to share, that you've learned. Hopefully, we're in Palal that you stay to our conversation of the last 2 studies. That doesn't mean that you can't ask questions about something else, okay? But we really are looking for people to focus on the 2 studies we did, which is yesterday, and we legit just got through, finished studying. We'll say part two of narrative change or covenant return. And also, disclaimer. Can I get a disclaimer in the comments, please? I want to be very, very clear, like I was in the studies. This conversation is not about anything against Brother Ron in Truth Unedited. We are not. This is not a we're against him. We're not talking about the man or his character or anything about him in that way. We're only focused on. Look at Adam Soto already starting. I see you, Op. We're only focusing on the message, just the message. All right. If that sounds like it's interesting you, Barak YAHUAH, Frankie, Aki. Since you didn't get a chance to, my bad. Jacques and Marilyn. Look for if he hops in here. His name is Anointed something. He tried to join yesterday, and we're
Yeah, I was looking for him.
Yeah, bet.
I didn't find him.
So if you do see him and he wants to join in, no offense to anybody on the panel, but I'm gonna skip him head of the line because I promised him the other day. So I want to make sure I honor that. So it's nothing against y'all, but everybody will have an opportunity to chat. All right, Frankie, what up? First, I want to finish that one conversation from the other day, man. I want to know about your journey into the truth, not just we the assembly, and then like what? Then we'll talk about the studies. What did you gain from it? You got a lot going on in that background. Oh, that's not you. If you join the panel, could you please put on mute? There we go. Aki, the floor is yours, Aki.
Well, what can I say?
Too much.
Well, to be honest, Marilyn was the one who really
kind of, brought me into the truth. Being, you already said before, I didn't have the best life, but I was always, I always believed there was the Most High, but I had too many questions. I was like, I don't know, even as a child, I caught on to lies. And I'm like, so that pushed me away from churches, from religions, from everything. Even when we first got together, when we first we went through, certain things in life, and Marilyn kept telling me how, we needed to find church or find Most High. We needed to, which that's kind of, that was a huge push for me, because she she was a baraka for me, because she never judged me. She was always, pushing me, but she never said, you need to do this, you need to do that. It was always like, we need to do it. We need to do it as a team together. Right. But anyways, we tried a few churches, and I remember one time we was in church, and I don't know, the pastor kept talking, and my legs was shaking, like I couldn't stay still, and she kept trying to hold my legs down. She even told me, like, that was demons messing with me, and I was like,
she ain't lying, Barack YAHUAH.
Yeah, so I mean, I was like, I couldn't stay still. And we tried a few different ones, and for some reason, it was something that, like, I think she said it best. It's like we feel like all eyes on us, and like, I don't know, I'm like, it's like we being judged. I mean, I don't know if that's what it was, but that's how we felt, anyways. And then I kind of gave up. She didn't. She was following a few people online. I always used to tell her, like, yeah, I don't know, you just, hunting for something that you're not going to find. But long story short, one time she found these We the Church. So it wasn't We the Assembly. She found We the Church, and she used to listen to your life, and I used to work out in the garage, and she was always in the kitchen cooking, doing whatever, listening to your life. I kept walking by, and I listened to you. It caught my attention, like Karen said it yesterday, because you kept saying fact check me, and I kind of like that. I was like, at least he's. But then again, I'm like, then he said certain things. And I remember telling her, I said, man, that bugged out. He's bugging. I'm like,
yo, he thought I was cray. Good.
I'm like, he's just crazy.
Yeah, that's Robin.
And but then she's like, instead of you judging, why didn't you just listen to it in your phone and stop coming here trying to see what I'm listening to online? So I listened to.
Sis, oh man, Barack YAHUAH.
So I started following, and then I started listening to the lives and stuff like that, and there was things that caught my attention and that, like, answered my questions. And I'll be in, like I said, I'll be in the garage working out, she'd be in the kitchen, and I'm over there running to her, like, yo, that makes a lot of sense. Like, and she would look at me, she's like, and got me to the point where, as I was telling you earlier, it was like because back then you used to go live every day.
Like
every day.
Yo, I used to go live like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yes, and it was 4, 5, 6 hours live too.
Yeah, we go deep.
And it got to the point where I was at work and already planning how we was gonna do it because I was looking forward for that life. Like I know there's a life tonight, and when there wasn't a life, then we will listen to, because back then we used to listen to scripture. What was his name?
Christopher Glenn. Christopher Glenn.
Christopher Glenn, yeah, Christopher Glenn. So whenever you didn't go live, we'll listen to it. That's right. Even at that point, we stopped listening to music, and everywhere we drove, we was listening to scripture. Christopher
YAHUAH.
Glenn, and it was like, so into. I mean, like I said, I got locked up a few times. I did 14 years in prison, and done 14 years, all together. But I've read the Bible plenty of times. I never studied the Bible. It's a huge difference,
That's right. Y'all already know what we have a saying, right? We don't read to be approved. We study to be approved. Barak Yahuwah.
So, like listening to it, I guess reading and listening is kind of like different too. Every time I was listening to it, you can go rewind a little and listen to it again. Say, hold on, what was that? And then things that I got from when you was going live, like things that I didn't understand, I'll look it up. Like, let me see what that means. So, long story short, man, here we are. And
so you took me up on fact check me.
Yeah, definitely. Things that I didn't understand, and if now I ask Marilyn, English is my second language, so she
we know
better than I.
We know.
So I'm like,
I'm waiting for you to say something funny so I can join, get some get back.
What's your excuse?
Yeah, y'all. He always say, "What's you excuse?" What's like what? What's you excuse? Go ahead, go ahead.
But yeah, man. I say Barak Yahuwah for first off bringing Marilyn into my life, which helped me change my life.
Barak Yahuwah.
I won't say 360 because that put me back to the same spot, but 350 degrees. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that was deep.
But and then through Marilyn, finding you and Yahuwah put you in our place, in front of us to open our eyes and bring us to the truth. And believe it or not, it hasn't been easy, It hasn't been easy, but it's like I was telling her the other day, it's like things that happen in life daily, even at work, situations that I go through, it's just showing me how we are in captivity still, And I told her the other day, I said, this happened. I'm just thinking I have to walk away and start allowing and talking to YAHUAH, and all that came to my head was like, you in captivity, man. You what you expect, And this is what it is. But he gave me the strength. He gave me the strength every day to go through stuff we go through, because I know everybody does.
Yeah,
we all go through stuff daily,
Right.
But I'm so grateful that I'm where I'm at right now. Yeah. That I'm so grateful for. I don't mean to sound, but I'm so grateful that you went through what you went through this past year and helped us all.
That we'll talk about that. But I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, and woke me even more. Like already woken, but waking up, let's say, and things. We learn stuff every day, anyways.
Yeah, Barak Yahuwah. Question. Let's talk about the study. What about the study that we did yesterday and today? Like, what stood out to you most? What did you learn? What did you agree with? Disagree with? Like, what was most impactful for you?
You know, we spoken before about how we not in the land, but I've never really got to like read those parts in the book. You know, like I never. And when you was going through it, that's kind of like more that got me. I'm like, come on, it's been there the whole time. Like, how can you not see it? And then you kept saying how we don't see the, what was it?
I'm pulling it up on my laptop now because you already know me. I'm once you said that, I'm like, man, we about to get into some book, because I think some of the people in Myshpaka that's in TikTok, I know a lot of you do know, but I think a lot of people on TikTok don't know that we go live on Facebook and YouTube. Like right now, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, and we are deep when we go live. Like right now, there's 18 people on Facebook and 18 people on YouTube, but there's times where it'd be like 200 people on one of those platforms or more. So I mean, and I'm not saying that for numbers like that. What I'm saying is we're a big family, and we've been doing this for a while. And I knew that the Myshpaka here didn't know that a lot of people on TikTok didn't know that we actually go live. So we're trying to start letting you guys know that you can come hang out with us. I'm looking at some of the verses, some of the things that stood out to me. Myshpaka, if you got your books, where's my pen at? If you got your books, let's go to Leviticus. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 25. We'll start at verse 1. Leviticus chapter 25. Let me know in the comments that you are there. This is one of the verses, sets of verses that we were studying yesterday, and it took a lot of us off guard. I didn't even know that I myself didn't even know this was in the book until I started preparing the study that we did. Leviticus chapter 25, verse 1. Let me know in the comments when you are there. Okay, I see Jacques. I see you there, Jacques. Where cornbread? Cornbread.
We need a good check and make sure she's on the page. Get page off.
We need to get in here and get her to do one of her songs. You think you can get Fizz to do it?
Original.
Hey, Myshpaka, if y'all want cornbread to come on here and do a little small duet for your little small. That's she goes out. She's right there. She's right there. I need tabs. What's a tab? What is that? What's a tab? What are you talking about, cornbread? Leviticus 25, verse 1. Let's get it. And Moses spoke to, and YAHUAH spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai, saying, speak to the children of Yasharal and say to them, when you come into the land, what? Can I get when in the comments, please? When you come into the land, which I give you, then the land shall what? Observe a Shabbat of YAHUAH. So the land observes a Shabbat. What? Hold up. It gets thicker. Verse 3. 6 years you sow your field, and 6 years you prune your vineyard and gather in its fruit. Verse 4. But the 7th year, the land is to have a Shabbat of rest, a Shabbat to YAHUAH. Do not sow your land and do not prune your vineyard. Verse 5. Do not reap what grows of its own of your harvest, and do not gather the grapes of your unpruned vines, for it is a year of rest for the land. Verse 6, and the Shabbat of the land shall be to you for food, for you and your servant and your female servant and your hired servant. But watch this. For anybody who is in alignment with the Hebrew Israelites, the IUIC, I don't know what other way to say it. I don't even know what to call them. I don't know what they call themselves. I don't be paying attention like that. But I'm just gonna say the cosplay Hebrew Israelites. But the purple shirt Hebrews, IUIC, they be doing cosplay too. And I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. I don't know what other way to say it, but y'all get what I'm getting at. Check out the next verse. But matter of fact, before I read it, y'all said y'all got y'all books, right? Put in the comments what you see there. It says, and for the what who sojourn with you? And for the what who sojourn with you? That's right. Stranger. That's right. The stranger. So here's the thing. First off, the land gets a Shabbat just like us. Like we're supposed to work 7 days, rest on the seventh. Excuse me, work 6 days, rest on the seventh. The land's supposed to be used or worked on for 6 years, rest on the seventh. Wait, let's keep going. And for your livestock and the beasts that are in the land, in your land, all its crops are for food. So Yahuwah is like, okay, 6 years, go do your thing, go work that field, go store up, do your thing. On that 7th year, let the land rest, and let the people who are hungry, let the beasts of the field, let them go eat freely. So if you see them on your land, you see them picking fruit, you see them getting stuff from the land, don't bother them. That's a command. That's a command. In today's time, oh man, people trying to run them off with shotguns. You trespassing. Not in Yahuwah's eyes. Verse 8, and you shall count 7 Shabbat of years for yourself, 7 times 7 years. And the 7 of the 7 Shabbat of years shall be to you 49 years. That's a jubilee, Myshpaka. That's a jubilee. I'm gonna read a little bit more. Is that cool? Is that cool, everybody? Everybody in the panel, y'all all right with that? Brian, Bethany, Deborah. I can't see your full name, but he said thumbs up. That's cool. Let's go to stay in Leviticus. We're gonna stay in Leviticus. We're gonna go to 17. And by the way, disclaimer in the comments, please. Disclaimer in the comments, please. It is your responsibility to study the entire chapter. It's your responsibility to study the entire chapter. We're just trying to show you key parts. Now, if you're new, we want you to study our fruits, not just my fruits. Study our fruits. Okay, we don't mind you denying in this. We don't mind you disagreeing. We want you to consider me a liar until you see it in book. All right. Just like Frankie said, just like Karen said earlier when we were on there. Look, don't believe us, fact check us. Examine our fruits. All right. Let's go. We're staying in Leviticus chapter 25. Let's go to verse 17. We're going to read through 19. And do not oppress one another, but you shall revere your YAHUAH, for I am Yahuwah, your YAHUAH. So we're not supposed to oppress each other. We're not supposed to give each other our time. We're not supposed to try to be above another person. That's a command. That's a command. That's a command. All right. 18. And you shall do my laws and guard my right rulings, and shall do them, and you shall dwell. What? Can you y'all? What does y'all book say? What does y'all? It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. My book got 5 words. The last set, right after it says dwell. What does your book say? Before I say it to anybody, I want y'all already know. Somebody got it partially right. There we go. Maryland got it. In the land, what? in safety. In safety. The land is extremely important. The land is something important to him. Let's read that again. Let's read that again, and we're going to read it nice and slow. And you, meaning the forefathers, but still, it applies to you in today's time. You in exile. And you shall do my laws and guard my right rulings and shall do them. And you shall dwell in the land in safety. So if you mess up these right rulings, if you mess up his commands, if you don't follow it, he kicks you out the land as the pattern. He puts you in North America instead of Africa. He says, be gone, exile. Look at it like this. Look at it like this, Myshpaka, before we read verse 19. Someone comes to your home. They ask to stay with you for a little bit. They come inside your house, and then they start doing their own thing, moving your furniture around, eating up all your food. They got food, or you make sure they eat, but they eating all the extra stuff. They eating stuff with your name on it. They not cleaning up after themselves. What they're doing is they disrespecting your house rules. Over time, how you gonna feel? You're gonna feel kind of bothered by that. Over time, and then you're gonna try to talk to him. You're gonna try to talk to him like, hey, you know, Adam Soto. Adam, I need you to clean up a little bit after yourself. You know, I went in the bathroom and it was like toothpaste all over the place. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you just took it and just went splat, but you know, it's just me and you here, and I know I didn't do it. So do you mind just, you know, cleaning up after yourself and not doing those type of things? And Adam's like, yeah, I got you. But Adam don't do that. He does other things, and it builds up, and it builds up, and it builds up. And you still try to talk, and then now it's uncomfortable to talk to him. YAHUAH ain't uncomfortable to talk. He'll be here sending mouthpieces. He's sending prophets. He's saying, yo, get it together, man. I got some commands. I have some rules of my house. And if you don't abide by these rules, I'm gonna kick you out. But he does it a little different. He don't turn around and say, pack your stuff, you got to get out. No. He calls the cops on you immediately. And the cops is the other nations. And they don't come polite like some police officers may. We're just gonna assume they're gonna be coming polite, right? Okay, we're just gonna pretend like they come polite. I'm just joking. All right, but another nation comes in and they Tori said the cats. Aki, she throwing jabs from the comments. Throwing jabs, throwing it out there. Anytime I see y'all get each other, I'm happy. Anyways, he gonna send another nation to come in, and he's sending with swords. He's gonna bring you in captivity, and he's gonna bring you to their land and out of his land. That's exactly our scenario in today's time. Verse 19. And the land shall yield its fruit, and you shall eat to satisfaction, and shall dwell there in what? In safety. In safety. We're not done, Myshpaka. We're not done. Let's skip on down to 23. 23. Same chapter. We ain't going nowhere. Leviticus chapter 5, 23. And the land is not. Let's read that again. And the land is not to be sold beyond reclaim. For the land is what? He says, mine. He says, the land is mine. For you are sojourners and settlers with me. Can I get a Barak Yahu in the comments, please? Like, wait, what? Can I get everybody to mute once you join in, please? You'll have an opportunity to speak. All right, so before we move forward, let's stay in Leviticus. We're going to Leviticus 26, chapter 26. Remember, it's your job to go study the entire chapter of 25. Leviticus 26, we're going to start at verse 33. This is going to be your responsibility to study the entire chapter to make sure we're not deceived and make sure we're not deceiving you. But 33. That which is redeemed from, just checking. And that which is redeemed from the Levites, both the sale of the house and the city of his possession, shall be released. Oh, wait. Did I just? My bad. I jumped. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. Go ahead, Frankie. Go ahead. I know you want to say something. My page flipped. I noticed the fan flipped it. He ain't say nothing. Bet.
Just want to ask, what's your excuse?
my excuse is while I was paying attention here, the fan flipped my page backwards and I didn't see. And then I was on 24 instead of 26. That's my excuse.
I don't know. Is the fan even on?
Blaming it on the fan.
Come on, fan. Help me out here. Come on, fan.
Oh, food.
Not okay. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Barak Yahuwah. All right. And I shall scatter you. And I shall scatter you among the what? The Gentiles. And draw out a sword after you. They go to cops. They go to cops. Oh, wait. There's my get back on Frankie. Can I get cops in the comments, please? And for the Myshpaka who don't know, Frankie and Marilyn came to hang out at our crib. We broke bread. They stayed under this house and hung out with us. Frankie fixed the bathroom fan. Frankie, he does like repairs, right? He fixed the bathroom fan, right? We had to go to Lowe's. And so I'm over here like, okay, I'm paying for it. I'm like, what parts you need? He goes, I need the cops. I need the cops. I'm like, the cops? Yeah, I need cops. I'm like, Frankie, why you need the police? He said, no, the cops. You know, he was talking about when you do electrical work, the little caps that you put on the wires. He couldn't say caps. He said the cops. Rock yours, squirrel. That's right, Frankie. Get back. And your land shall be deserted and your cities ruined. Wait, let's keep going. 34. And the land enjoy its what? Shabbat, as long as it lies waste. And you are in your enemy's land. Right now, we're in our enemy's land. We're in exile. We're in exile. Then the land would rest and enjoy its what? Shabbat. The land has to rest and get Shabbat too, just like you. It's ordained. Yahuwah's like, look, if you ain't gonna make it happen, I'll make you make it happen. 35. As long as it lies waste, it rests. For the time it did not rest in your Shabbats when you dwelled in it. Myshpaka. I don't know if y'all know. I know a lot of y'all that was hanging out with us during our studies last couple of days. I think you know now. But if you're on TikTok and you ain't been hanging out with us like that, you don't know. You don't know that we do studies every Shabbat, every Saturday. And today we did one. And we don't study for 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. We study for like 2, 3, 4, sometimes 6 hours, and we go deep. 1 hour feels like 15 minutes. 2 hours feels like we maybe hit 45 minutes. 3 hours, that's when I start feeling it maybe a little bit, but 3 hours can end up feeling like an hour and a half. When we hit 4 hours, that's when I start feeling a little bit more, but still, Myshpaka, like we go deep and it's fun and we crawl. We don't rush past scripture. It's lit. Myshpaka, if I'm wrong on any of that, if you're a person that you hang out with us during our studies and it is lit, can you put lit in the comments, please? Lit, L-I-T. And Frankie, it's even better if you put that fire emoji behind it. It's kind of it like emphasizes lit like on fire. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, is that like one of the things? What?
I said that's how you spell it.
That's how you spell it. Barak Yahuwah. All right, Frank. I'm gonna let somebody else speak. Is that cool?
Yeah. I'm gonna get off so somebody else can get in the
right. Barak Yahuwah.
Somebody can get in the panto.
Oh, hey, there you go. He's throwing shots. Maryland, get it. Shots fired. If you know, you know, right? I was gonna tell Marilyn to kick him, but he jumped out on his own. Is that Brian? Is that B?
Yeah, it's me. Frankie got my side hurting. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, Aki, what up, B?
Oh, I had to step out for a second.
Wow, what's going on? You get that army?
Yeah, I see they trying to go to war with each other right now as we speak.
Yo, Brian got a whole army of children. Brian, one of the admins. He's for We the Assembly. We love B. Every time we get in a call, like we gotta ask Brian to mute. What's good? What's good?
Man, so from earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going through, because I got the Daniel 9 on my brain, so you know, I was going through that, and then I remember, oh, wait a minute, they on live on TikTok. I rushed over here.
So you caught the live. I didn't see you in there. You know, I'd be zoned out.
You know, so sometimes I come in late. I ain't going.
Did you catch the Daniel 9 part?
Okay.
We did Daniel 9 today. Man, I felt every bit of it. Did you catch that part? I'm not sure if you were there.
Yeah, I did. That's what got me in my mind right now. Like, you know, where you said, like, you know, since it take that time to, you know, to go through it every day, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make that a mission now to, to like really get that in me. You know,
when you say that, I can't help it, but I'm not sure if you were in there. Myshpaka, let me know if y'all were in there in the comments when Brian said that. It made me think about the part. What was it? What were we in? See, Brian, can you mute with the army? Tell the boys I said, Barak YAHUAH. What up, fellas?
I'm gonna let him come get you.
No, we good. We go there. You can have But one of the areas when we studied today, it really broke down on what we're supposed to be doing in this time frame. And it talked about, the scriptures talked about us. We've heard this. We say it like a slogan instead of actually truly, in my mind, we say it like a slogan, that we're supposed to search him out with all of our heart and with all of our mind, all of our heart and all of our being, all of our heart and all of our soul. And when Brian said that, the Daniel 9 part, I felt that understanding. I'm not sure about y'all, if y'all were there, if that aligned with what you were feeling, because we realized Daniel 9, we had suggested that studying it every single day, and then turning it into a law. It's about confession. It's about admitting that we, not a I, not a me, we have sinned, that our forefathers broke the covenant. And it gets much deeper than that. But my point is, when Brian said that, those are the things that came into my ruach. B, you got anything else you want to share?
It's kind of a little praise report kind of thing.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You know, so I let my daughter follow us on here, so she's very excited.
Oh, wait a minute. Did she get my follow? I followed her the other day. Tell her I like that. I like the video she put. Barak YAHUAH.
Yeah, she did, because she came to me like, Daddy, they did it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Barak YAHUAH, man. Yo, that reminds me, yo. Go ahead, Doc.
No, because I was gonna say, like, because most of the time when I'm, listening to our music or whatever, she like pops up like magic right behind me, and like, Daddy, what you doing? I take out my earbud, pop in her ear,
Oh,
So yeah, she's getting with it. Like I said, this is my oldest daughter. This is like my right hand that's gonna help me get everybody else in line. So.
Rock YAHUAH. Y'all, you know, the book tells us we're supposed to teach our children. We're supposed to teach our children. And that's a perfect example. B is teaching his children. Sherry teaches her children. I know there's a lot of y'all teaching your children. And you know what's beautiful about it? Beautiful about this is, I'm going to say something hard. If you don't normally hang out with us, I might say something that you're going to disagree with. But I think everybody that does hang out with us, no, let me not say it that way. Everybody who's been studying alongside with us, they know the truth now. Well, at least they're starting to understand the truth. We see in the book where it says we're supposed to teach our children, but we never knew that we were teaching our children wrong from the traditional church system. Then we step out of that system only to step into another lie. Then we start teaching our children another lie, and YAHUAH sees it. Now, what's that lie? Whew. Y'all, if y'all were in the study today, you know what I'm about to say. And you remember when I told y'all the hardest group that I'm seeing to talk to is y'all know. And some of them are sitting in here right now. They don't know because they haven't hung out enough in these books with us, and they're missing the fine print. So before I say what I'm going to say, if you do not know, if what I'm about to say triggers you, I'm going to ask you to please don't check out, and I'm going to ask you to stay in alignment with Proverbs. What was it? Proverbs, was it 18? Somebody help me out in the comments. To hear the whole matter, before is Proverbs, I think it was Proverbs 20 and Proverbs 18, not 100% sure. Can't remember off the top of my head. But hear the whole matter before you start checking out. Because we saw book, we're not running from book, and we're asking you to test our fruits, not get triggered right away. The Torah movement that's being taught today to participate and practice in the laws, if you're doing it wrong. You're not supposed to do the laws. Let me rephrase that. The laws are not done away with. They're not done away with. They're temporarily suspended. And if you've been here since we started, what did we just read in Leviticus? The land needs a Shabbat. He kicked them out. You cannot be talking about Deuteronomy 28, recognizing it's connected to the slave trades, recognizing that the laws is good, and not putting it together. You in North America, or you in like Europe or somewhere else. You're in Britain or Canada, or you're not in Africa. If you know what happened in Africa, then the conversation, everything that you yelling out for all generations is in Africa. You're speaking as if it was boots on the ground in North America. The time zones are different. The seasons are different. And we proved it today and yesterday. So if you checked out, that means you stayed out of scripture when it comes to Proverbs 18, and I'm paraphrasing, to hear the whole matter. Because we just did a 4-hour study. And I just gave you a small brief overview. If you're not willing to go deeper on it and hear the whole matter, you may be putting yourself in a very bad position. Now, going back to what we were talking about the children, teaching the children. They got videos of these children talking about how they prepare the Passover. I don't mean to be blunt and up front, but I've always been honest. They're doing it wrong. They're provoking the Creator, and they're setting their own children up for a big fall, because they're in a big fall. And I don't say that in a way of being mean, just trying to be honest and real. And if you take time to read the scriptures, study the scriptures, not rebuttal book with book, but sit with all of it, you start to see the full picture. I noticed I never said, and I don't think anybody in that it considers themselves part of We the Assembly, Myshpaka, that the laws are gone. We don't believe that the laws are gone. The laws are not done away with at all. It's just we're looking at them incorrectly because we're selectively seeing certain things inside Scripture. Barak YAHUAH. B, you mind if I go to Miss Bethany? Bethany 5.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Because if I don't, you're gonna boo me all the time. So yeah.
No, it's not. It's something that that really touched me in the life today. You know, because again, you went over several times about us not being in the land and how we can't do the appointed times and the feasts and all that. But here, you know, I'm in other books. And knowing that the land, the sun, the moon, you know, how they all are living beings, really. And to hear how the land mourn because we're not able to worship, it's like it do something, you know, and just like that Zion is still crying out for us to come back to YAHUAH and worship in the land.
This, that is a gem. You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't consider that. Can I add on?
Yeah.
What's crazy is the book has been telling us this.
Yeah.
Okay, so also Second Ezra. Hold on. Pull me up the chapter of Second Ezra. The story is Ezra's in the field. He's eating flowers. He suddenly sees a lady in the field. She's grieving. She says that her son, she was praying to YAHUAH for like 30 years, and she was barren for that 30 years. Then she finally had a son, and then the son died. And then she ends up saying the son was Solomon. Pull that story up for me. I need the full chapter. Give me the first beginning of verse. I'll know when I need to stop reading it. Y'all keep in mind what Marilyn just said. This is about to get real thick. Go ahead, sis. You want to keep going while it's doing that?
No, go ahead.
I guess while that's pulling up, Brian, if you're good, can you hop down? Because I think Marilyn or Jacques, let me know if I need to accept 2 more people. That way we can have some other people in. Or do y'all got it, or do you need me to get it? All right, y'all got it. Y'all got it under control. So while that's going on, if when you join, can you please join on mute? Please join on mute. Bethany 5, what's going on, sis?
Hey, Myshpaka, can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you at all. Oh, yeah, you got that. You got that.
Squirrel bourbon.
Oh, she throwing shots.
Please excuse my humor. I just want to say thank you to WTA, all the admins, and all the Myshpaka. You all have been such a Baruch to me in my life. And I want to make a note about what we were talking about earlier with, of course, Truth Unedited. Ron, I respect that man. He's the reason why I was able to come to you all. And I have seen some faults, but I've also seen his heart.
Rocky, same.
So nothing but respect for that man, you know. Agreed. I know that your heart and your intentions are pure. And that's all I got to say about him on that note. It's very nice to talk to you all.
It's nice to hear you. Wait, you're fairly new to the community. Like, I would say within 2-3 months.
No, actually, I've been watching y'all for about 1.5 years.
What?
I've just been I've just been super quiet and shy.
You've been that quiet. Hold up. A whole year, and you finally started like Rocky Hood. That's still dope. That's lit.
What it was I discovered you about, I'd say, a year and 4 months ago.
Rocky
in my
Hood.
last place that I was living. Yeah. And it was John Truth and Truth Unedited that sort of led me to you.
Rocky Hood.
YAHUAH. I'm very grateful for all of the knowledge that I've received. Let me turn off my super speaker. I got you all on super speaker.
You good, sis? We with you.
Can you hear me better now?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I think it's the most wonderful thing about all of this assembly is not only the music and not only the palau and not only the community, but the fact that we support each other and stand united.
Rocky Hood.
Because this is a lonely world. In my area, I won't give away my exact location, but I'll say I'm in North Carolina, the Piedmont Triad area. And so we might be getting a little bit of those storms that you got earlier, Anki. But it's been such a wonderful experience getting to know the individuals here. And thank you for actually getting me to join TikTok, because I thought I never would. And I've got some book for you. Speaking of second address, as you were talking about, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all heard the page. The page was flipping, and I was trying to prove to Frankie the fans on. And once I pulled it up and stopped.
Órale, Frankie and Marilyn. Let me just say.
It just slipped. I'm sorry. I'm
Mucho
done.
gusto, mi gente. Hablar español.
Y'all gotta
Te
translate
quiero.
what she's saying, y'all. Like, come on, don't leave it. Don't leave it. Don't be leaving us out.
Te quiero mucho. YAHUAH. I'm just saying, ora, like, yeah, say it. Like, what's going on? But basically, yeah, but the music that you put out in Spanish also, I must say, is fantastic. And if you could keep that up, that would be great.
You know, Frankie and Marilyn, I think more so Frankie rather than Marilyn. Marilyn can speak for herself. She's right there. But I know Frankie's putting out. Sis, let me know. Wait, you speak for Frankie. Is he put it out, or is he just making it?
No, we haven't put nothing out yet.
Well,
But I got more Spanish than he do.
Oh, for real?
Claro que sí, mami.
Yeah.
Claro.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
okay,
to do the little
okay.
blend of Spanish and English, but yeah, I've listened to
See?
some of their stuff, and they're like going deep with it.
Sí, también. Bring the Spanglish, okay?
Bring the Spanglish. I got you.
Thank you, Aki. But I got second address for you, and it was reminding me earlier what you were saying. I don't have the exact scripture, but I took some notes, and it says second address. This was actually from a couple weeks back when it said we're not supposed to focus on how the wicked shall be punished.
That's chapter 9.
Yes, there you go. And that hit home for me, because I've had a little bit of. I can tend to sometimes watch conspiracy theory videos and, and I'm not supposed to focus on that, right? We're not supposed to focus on that. We're supposed to focus on YAHUAH and Yahusha's word and we've all been there. I think we've all been there at one point in our lives or another. And from Psalms 105, I would just like to say, give thanks to YAHUAH, call on his name, make his deeds known among the peoples, sing to him, sing praise to him, talk about all his wonders, esteem his Kadash name, let those seeking YAHUAH have joyful hearts, seek YAHUAH and his strength, always seek his presence and remember the wonders he has done, his signs and his spoken rulings.
Amajat. Rumamu YAHUAH.
Hallelujah, YAHUAH.
Myshpaka, no, you go ahead. Go ahead, Bethany. What are you
No,
about to say?
please, no. I've been talking. Please talk.
Myshpaka, I found the area. It's in chapter 9, 2nd Ezra, but it leads into chapter 10. So I'd like to read all of this if that's cool. Is that all right with everybody?
Please.
All right, let me see here. But the Father receive and see it like manna grieve, receive the seeds. Seed is sown in. I'm close. I just read a little bit of it. Okay. And when I spoke these matters in my heart, I looked back with my eyes, and on the right, no, got to back up. Matter of fact. So
Did
when
I start something?
No, you're good. So I went my way to the field which is called Arpad, as he commanded me. And I sat there among the flowers and ate the plants of the field, and the food they gave satisfied me. After 7 days, I sat on the grass, and my heart was tortured within me as before. And I opened my mouth, and I began to speak before the Most High and said, O YAHUAH, you who show yourself to us, you were shown to our fathers in the wilderness, in a place where no man threads, in a barren place, when they came out of Mitzrayim. And you spoke, saying, hear me, O Yasharal, and guard my words, you seed of Jacob. For look, I sow my Torah in you, and it shall bear fruit in you, and you shall be esteemed in it forever. But our fathers who received the Torah did not guard it, and did not observe your laws, and through the fruit of your Ruach did not perish, nor could it. For it was yours. Yet those who received it perished, because they did not guard that which was sown in them. 34. Again, this is 2nd Ezra, end time prophecy book. We're in chapter 9, we're at verse 34. And see, it is the matter when the ground have received seed, or the sea a ship, or any vessel, food or drink, that in which it is sown or thrown into is perished. 35. That which was sown or thrown in or received also perishes, and does not remain with us. But with us it is not come to be. 36. For when we have received the law, perish by sin, and our hearts also which received it. However, the law does not perish, but remains enforced. And when I spoke these matters in my heart, I looked back. Watch this, y'all. I looked back with my eyes, and on the right side saw a woman, and see, she mourned and wept with a loud voice, and was very grieved in heart, and her garment was torn, and she had ashes upon her head. 39. Then I dismissed my thoughts that I was in, and I turned to her and said to her, why do you weep? Why are you so grieved in your heart? She said to me, Master, leave me alone, that I may bewail myself and add to my sorrow, for I am very troubled in my heart, brought very low. And I said to her, tell me, what troubles you? She said to me, I, your servant, have been barren. But keep in mind, she said, I, your servant. Take note of that.
YAHUAH.
And had no children though I had a husband 30 years. Verse 44. In those 30 years, I did not day and night and every hour, but make my prayer to the Most High. So wait a minute. When you figure out what's really going on, listen to what it's saying. Day and night praying to the Most High. Okay, keep all this in mind. Verse 45. After 30 years, YAHUAH heard me. Your female servant looked upon your misery. After 30 years, YAHUAH heard me. Your female servant looked upon my misery, considered my trouble, and gave me a son. And I was very pleased with him, as was my husband also, and all my neighbors, and we gave great esteem to the Almighty. 46. And I provided for him with great struggles. Listen to what it just said. And I provided for him with great struggles. So when he grew up and came to the time that he should have a wife, I made a feast. Watch where this goes, Myshpaka. This is now chapter 10, verse 1. And it came to be that when my son had entered into his wedding room, he fell down and died. Verse 2. Then we all put out lamps, and all my neighbors rose up to comfort me. So I remained quiet to the evening for the second day of the second day. And it came to be when they had all finished comforting me so that I might be quiet. Then I rose up by night and fled and came here to this field, as you see. Verse 4. And now I plan not to return to the city, but to stay here and neither eat nor drink, but to continually mourn and fast until I die. Yo, did y'all catch that? Watch where this goes. Verse 5. Then I left the thoughts in which I was and spoke to her in wrath, saying, watch how Ezra talks to her. Now, keep in mind, she just said she lost a son. She's mourning, and Ezra does not let up. You foolish woman above any other. Do you not see our mourning? Now, wait a minute. Wouldn't we just studying a we and an hour scenario, Myshpaka? Didn't we just study that? A we and an hour? Okay, Ezra's bringing us back to that. Keep note of that. And humbled greatly, mourning bitterly. And now seeing we all. Can I get a we all in the comments, please? We all mourn and are sad, for we are all in grief. And you are grieved for one son? He's questioning that on her. Wait, verse 9. For ask the earth. Now listen to this. He turns around and says, for ask the earth, and it shall tell you that it is the one which ought to mourn for the fall of so many that grow upon it. Ezra just said, ask the earth, because it just lost a lot of us. Verse 10. For out of it came all in the beginning, and out of it shall all others come. And see almost all of them walk to destruction. It just said the earth. Y'all get the part where it comes out in that. But listen to this last part. It said, Ezra says, almost all of them walk to destruction. What? This gets thicker. And a multitude of them shall be completely uprooted. Let's keep going. Who then shall make more mourning than it, which has lost so great a multitude, and not you? You are grieved for but one. But if you say to me, my lamentation is not like that of the earth, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I brought forth with pains and bore with sorrow. Look, ladies, mothers, I'm sure y'all can lock in on that, right? I'm sure y'all can feel that statement. That makes sense. I feel that. But watch where this goes. But
yes, sir.
But the earth, not so, for the multitude present in it have gone as they came, according to the way of the earth. Verse 14, chapter 10, 2nd Ezra. Then I say to you, as you have brought forth with labor, even so the earth has also given its fruit, namely man, ever since the beginning to he who made it. Now, therefore, keep your sorrow to yourself and bear that which has befallen you with good courage. For if you acknowledge the judgment of YAHUAH to be righteous, you shall both receive your son in time and shall be praised among women. 17. Go your way then into the city to your husband. 18. And she said to me that I shall not do. So she's like, nope, not listening to you. I shall not go into the city, but I shall die here. So I proceeded to speak further to her and said, do not do so, but let me give you counsel. For how many are the adversaries of Zion? Be comforted in regard to the sorrow of Jerusalem, which is Jerusalem. Verse 21. For you see that our temple is laid waste, our altar broken down. Our y'all, what's that? Hike. Zach, you reading it? What's that word?
It's Heichel, but I think it's also like temple.
Like a high temple. That's what I was about to say. High temple destroyed. Verse 22. Our harp is laid low. Our song is put to silence. Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our lampstand is put out. The ark of the covenant is plundered. What? The ark of the covenant is plundered. Our Kodesh means holy. Objects are defiled, and our name, let's say that again, and our name that we are called by, what is almost profane. Israel, Yasharal, Israel, Yasharal. Do I need to? Did that land? Did that land? Our children are put to shame. By the way, if you don't know, we are not Israel. We're Yasharal. That's the original name. Israel is a hidden deity. So when a person says, we are Israel, you're literally saying we are Isis, Amun Ra, and I don't know what El means, but El is what? Isis. Ra is Amun Ra. El is like many gods or something like that. So it's a deity tree. It's a trinity. Hint. Let's keep going. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burned. Our Levites have gone into captivity. Our maidens are defiled. Our wives ravished. Our righteous men carried away. Our little ones destroyed. Our young men are brought into bondage. Our strong men have become weak. And the greatest of all, the seal of Zion has now lost its esteem, for it is delivered into the hands of those who hate us. Before I read any further, Myshpaka, do you realize that list that he just dropped? YAHUAH gave all that up. That's all his. He was like, bump that. Y'all ain't gonna listen to me? Be gone. He ain't gonna lose it all. You know where it's at. This is YAHUAH choosing to do this. Barak YAHUAH, let's keep going. We have verse 24. This is 2nd Ezra. We were reading some of chapter 9. We're in chapter 10. So it's 2nd Ezra, chapter 10. This is end time prophecy book. 24. And therefore, shake off your great sadness and put away the great number of sorrows, that the Almighty may be kind to you again, and the Most High shall give you rest and ease of your labor, from your labor. 25. And it came to be, while I was talking to her, see, her face suddenly shone exceedingly, and her face lit up, so that I was afraid of her and wondered what it might be. So wait a minute, Myshpaka. Let's read 26, and then I'm gonna paint the picture for y'all if you ain't seen it already. And see, suddenly she made a great fearful cry, so that the earth shook at the noise of the woman. And wait, before I move forward, realize the picture that he said. He just ran down the list of everything that just happened. Tried to grieve it, but he over here gang. Like, man up, woman. Then her face lights up. She starts to scream. And now he's afraid. And this is verse 27. And I looked and see, the woman appeared to me no more. So it happened so fast, he must have took his eyes off of her, came back, and she appeared no more. But there was a great city built, and a large place revealed itself from the foundations. Then I was afraid. I cried out with loud voice and said, where is Uriel, the messenger who came to me in the beginning? For he has caused me to fall into many trances. For my end is turned into corruption, and my prayer into rebuke. Yo, Ezra is freaking out right now. He's seeing this city, and he doesn't know what to think of it. And he's crying. He's like, yo, Uriel, get your butt down here and tell me what's popping off. I need to know. He's freaking out. And see, I laid as one dead, and my understanding was removed. And he took me by the hand and comforted me and stood me on my feet and said to me, watch what he says. And what is the matter with you? And why are you so worried? And why is your understanding and your thoughts of your hearts troubled? Verse 32. And I said, because you have forsaken me, and yet I did according to your words, and I went into the field, and look, I have seen, and still see that which I am unable to express. He's like, yo, what is this, dude? 33. And he said to me, stand up like a man, and I shall advise you. Then I said, speak on, my master. Only do not forsake me, lest I die lacking of expectancy. So he's dying to know what this is. Verse 35. For I have seen what I did not know, and heard what I did not know. 36. Or are my senses deceived? Or is my being in a dream? He is freaking out. Now, therefore, I plead that you reveal to your servant about this vision. 38. Then he answered me and said, listen to me, and I shall inform you and tell you why you are afraid. For the Most High shall reveal many secrets to you. He has seen that your way is righteous. Now wait, let's slow down for a second. When the book says that somebody's righteous, what do you see? The traditional church, in the traditional church system, we're taught just to read right over that. Like it's just a regular old sentence. Can I encourage y'all, when the book identifies someone as righteous, slow down and ask yourself one question. What is the book saying about this person that makes them righteous? Because if you can see what makes them righteous, then that gives us something. It's a playbook, so to speak. So what is it about Ezra that made him righteous? Listen. In that, so it's about to tell you. So let's start that over. He has seen that your way is righteous, in that you grieve continually for your people. And so wait. So one thing, he's grieving for his people. That makes him righteous. That's part of it. Then it says, and, so what else? Make great lamentation for Zion. Let's keep going. So we got two things that we understand that makes Ezra righteous. We can write that down, and it's something we can take to him to focus on. Grieve for his people, right? And great, and where was I? I lost my spot. 39. And make great lamentations for Zion. Let's go to verse 40. This, therefore, is the meaning of the vision which you recently saw. 41. You saw a woman mourning, and you began to comfort her, but now you see the likeness of a woman no more, but a built city appeared to you. And whereas she told you of the death of her son, this is the interpretation. This woman whom you saw is Zion. The woman was Zion, and she spoke to you, even she who you see is a built city. For when she said to you that she had been barren 30 years, those 30 years in which there was no offering made to her. What? But after 30 years, Solomon built the city and offered offerings, and then bore a barren to a son. And when she told you that she nurtured him with labor, then that was the dwelling of Jerusalem. But when she said to you, my son coming into his marriage room had a fall and died, this was the destruction to come upon Jerusalem. And you see her likeness, and because she mourned for her son, you began to comfort her. And these matters which have taken place are to be open unto you. Verse 50. For now the Most High sees that you are sincerely grieved and suffer in your whole heart for her. So he has shown you the brightness of her esteem and the comeliness of her loveliness. And therefore, I ask that you remain in the field where, watch this, and there, this is verse 51. If you're taking notes, write this down. And therefore, I ask that you remain in the field where no house was built. Why does he say that? For I knew that the Most High would show you this. So he knew in advance this was going to pop off. Therefore, I commanded you to go to the field, watch these words, where no foundation of any building was. For no building from man is able to stand in the place where the Most High begins to show his city. and therefore do not fear, nor let your heart be afraid, but go your way in and see the loveliness and greatness of the building, as much as your eyes can see, eyes able to see. And watch this, watch what he ends up saying. And then you shall hear as much as your ears can comprehend. For you are Baruch, Baruch means blessed. For you are Baruch above many others, and are called by the Most High, for so are few. But tomorrow at night you shall remain here, and the Most High shall show you visions of what is above, which the Most High shall do for those who dwell on the earth in the last days. This is an end time prophecy book. So I slept that night, and the next, as he commanded me. Myshpaka, did you realize he just showed Ezra New Jerusalem? And he turns around and he says, go in and see as much as you can see. And he says, go in and hear as much as you can comprehend. And Myshpaka, he said that no land of no building with man's hands can be he's gonna tear everything down. Everything burns, everything goes. Everything goes before it comes down. Can I get a Barak Yahuwah if that hit? What up, Facebook and YouTube? Man, how many people over there? Oh, we got 42 people on YouTube, 15 people on Facebook. Everybody else on TikTok. If y'all want to join us, just saying. If y'all want to stay over there, that's cool too. Just saying. Barak Yahuwah. Bethany, do you want to share anything else before I think we'll move? Is that Deborah? Deborah 21?
I want to let everybody speak, and I just want to thank you for reading the full scripture, Aki. That was incredible.
Frankie would say different because he picks on my reading, but you know, hey, I push through it.
You know what? We all struggle with books sometimes. It's a beautiful, complicated book.
Barak Yahuwah. Thank you, Frankie. You hear?
It's a beautiful, complicated book. And the thing about it is I want to give all esteem to Yahuwah before I leave. I want to give all esteem and Baruch to him.
Barak Yahuwah.
Thank you for giving me a little bit of time to speak. I will get off so that other people can come on and chat with you. It's been such a pleasure to get to know my Myshpaka. I live in an area where I have absolutely nobody to talk to about this except for my Myshpaka here.
Yeah, Jock trying to tell you something.
Oh, who? Wait, what?
Jock trying to tell you something.
Me and Corporate right down the road from you. I heard where you said you were, but anytime you want to link up.
Nah, you gotta do better than that. Jock and Cornbread. You gotta Cornbread.
I get to meet Cornbread.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, you know what? I'll drive to you anytime, anywhere. I'll make time for my Myshpaka because if it's in Yahuwah's will, then it's in Yahuwah's will, and that's such a Baruch. I've been praying for one person to meet just so that I can sit down and read scripture and talk to somebody.
Barak Yahuwah. We talking code. We talking code.
I mean,
you all right?
DM me, I guess.
I'll have Cornbread reach out to you.
Oh, you in trouble now. Tell her to sing it to you.
That's my girl. That's my girl for real. I'm sorry. I know she's your lady, but that she's such a wonderful person.
Tori is funny. She a trip.
I saw the video you did with all the on YouTube with all the collective, and you got to know everybody. Do you remember that?
Which one? Who? What?
Where you had like 6
Oh,
or 7 different.
The Meet the Assembly.
The Meet the Assembly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
We
And
do,
I
we
was
do those
like,
from time to time.
I could relate.
Barak Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah, and I thank you for your time. I will let somebody else speak. And man, just please give baby girl my most heartfelt.
Baby girl, you watching on YouTube? You hear that?
My most heartfelt appreciation for how she keeps her baby boy in line.
Yes, she does.
That's what a good mother does. So
I'll tell her if she's not watching. Time is it? She's probably winding down now. Jensen, what's up? Get over here on TikTok. Jensen will be the only one under 18 that I'll allow on this panel. I'll say it out loud. That's Aki
okay.
right there.
Yes,
Bethany,
sir.
thank you so much, sis. Barak Yahuwah.
Thank you so much, Aki. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Each and every single one. My palals are with you as in every situation and everything you do.
Thank you for that.
And yeah, just somebody who knows how to hit me up. You hit me up right here on TikTok, and we'll figure it out.
Barak Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah, thank you for your time.
Thank you for sharing. Deborah 21, right? I got that right? Deborah 21?
Yes, you have it right.
Shalom and Barak Yahuwah.
Shalom, Barak Yahuwah. I was on yesterday. You had was to leave.
Did you see today?
So I got cut off.
Did you check out today's study?
Yes, I was. I was on the study. I was really outside.
Oh, okay.
But I had my headphones on, so I was listening in and everything like that. I wasn't able to take much. I wasn't able to take any notes or anything, but I kind of like got a little bit of what was being said.
We're not mad at you.
To being here right now, so I kind of like the Daniel 9.
Oh yeah, that moment was lit.
Yes, and I was asking Yahuwah, how do I pray? Because it's like sometimes the way that in Christianity, how they used to pray, I can't pray like that. I pray normally like how I'm speaking to you.
Barak
so
Yahuwah.
That's how me and Yahuwah talk, like if I'm speaking with you. And I was like, Yahuwah, how do I pray? What do I really pray for? And all of that. So when that piece came in, I was like, okay.
Oh, you talk about the time when the moment today when I read scripture and palal at the same time? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So it kind of gave me a way how to allow, especially when we have to pray for each other and not just for ourselves and on all of that. And another part of that what I was really struggling with was with the feast, because I was saying for this year I didn't do it because I realized to myself that when we're doing the Passover, and then you go to the store and you get a piece of lamb or goat, and it's cut up, and I'm like, no,
it's supposed to be whole.
It was whole. So I'm like, I didn't do it.
So we end up doing a counterfeit version and being like, oh, he know my heart. Just like a Christian to turn around, we gonna say traditional church person be like, I can celebrate my Christmas, I can celebrate my Easter. You know my heart. Go ahead, sis. You own it. You own it.
So I'm like, no. If I go to the store and I buy a piece of lamb or a piece of goat, the bone is cut and the bone is not supposed to be cut. So I'm not doing it. I basically didn't do it. I kind of just had the day like a Sabbath day.
Barack, you did it right. No, look. Didn't he say, hold up, hold up, sis. Something hit my ruach and I gotta share. The book says that he will circumcise your heart. You did it by default. Barack YAHUAH. Let's go. All right, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm here. You got me all geeked up right now.
I just basically had that day, like a Sabbath day. I cooked the day before. I prepared everything the day before. And I just basically had a Sabbath day. And I'm like, but I didn't do the
Passover.
The Passover. And then like I'm not sure how I'm still like figuring out the unleavened bread and all of that that week, because at that time I was working.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not working at this moment, but at that time I was working, so I had to go to work. But then I realized, I'm like, okay, even though I have to work, I'm in captivity.
Bang. But you know what, sis? just for everybody, like, look, if you don't know, let me know if y'all agree with this. Okay, what I'm about to say, if it triggers you or if you start checking out, if you're like, wait, hold up, you're going too far, it's only because, and if I can say this with love, you're missing the fine print. And I think when I say this, I'm speaking for everyone else as well. I think they'll probably agree with me. Slow down, hear us out. Just like Proverbs 18 says, hear the whole matter. And I think if you would take the time to go to our YouTube channel, the link is in the bio here in TikTok, and go watch our study from the day and our study from yesterday. Watch that one. We've actually been studying this for a while now, but I think our study yesterday and today will bring you right home. Would y'all agree? It'll give you the whole picture. And to be honest, that wasn't even the full goal. And we still got a third part that we got to do. So if you go watch those, if you're willing to at least see where we're coming from, what I'm about to say, if it triggers you, please don't check out. Please don't check out. All of the appointed times are on pause right now. The laws are not done away with. Don't mishear that. The laws are not done away with. The problem is we've been skipping over fine print. Deborah's figured part of it out. The lamb, it's supposed to be a whole lamb. You go to the store, if you're looking at the book, if you're a person that says for all generations forever, the Passover, okay, cool, we hear you. We know that's in the book. We're not running from that. But it also says a whole lamb. If you went and you got lamb chops, you just counterfeited it. You just counterfeited it. But at the same time, the biggest piece, it's tied to the land. We're not in the land. We're exiled. We know where the land is. It ain't here. So if it's not here, then you're already two down. And he's telling you, Deuteronomy 16, verses 5 and 6, he clearly says, do not do the Passover in your own gates. Do you debunk book with book, or do you attempt to debunk book with book? Because the only thing you're going to be doing is going up against scripture. And trust me, we're learning not to even be bothered by it. We told you, you knew it. YAHUAH knows you know it. And YAHUAH knows that you didn't examine the whole matter. That's on you. We're going to be all right with that. We're going to sleep tonight. Trust me. Okay, so all the appointed times, they're tied to one of five things, and it could be a combination. The land, which you don't have. The temple, which you don't have. The temple is supposed to be where? On the land. And then the altar, which you don't have. The altar is supposed to be inside the temple that's on the land. That's 3 down. You don't have. Then you got the high priest. We can say Yahushua the high priest, but don't you dare start throwing out this traditional church Christian talk. I'm going to say it. Because too many of y'all, as soon as y'all hear something uncomfortable, you turn into Yahushua died on the cross for my sins type vibe. And you waking up and you calling out Yahushua's name as if you're speaking like you were still a Christian. Stop. Start talking plain speak. Stop. Get out of this Paul speak. Everything's got to be eloquent. This spiritual thing. Die for me. Yo, you still in a deception. You bringing old habits into your wake up call. Stop it. Wake up. And this is with love. This is with love. All right. Now you got the other one. So you got the high priest. We'll give Yahushua that. We'll give Yahushua that. But Yahushua tells you to follow the commands. He tells you to follow the commands. So if he tells you not to do it, and Yahushua said, follow the command, follow Yahuwah's command, what you gonna do? Are you gonna stick with the spiritual stuff, or are you gonna look at the book when he says follow the command? Are you gonna debate that, or are you gonna sit and consider it? You have to make a decision right away, but you should at least consider it, right? Okay, and you got the harvest. The harvest comes from the land. So all of the appointed times have some type of combination or 1 or 2 or 3 of them. You stuck like Chuck trying to do all of them. So what is it left to do? Sister said it. Shabbat. But it's not just Shabbat. You got a couple of things you could do to follow the commands. He tells you to pray, fast, weep, mourn. He says to confess your sins. Those things are the things we're supposed to do right now. And guess what? We got to wait. The laws are not done away with. And I'm going to do another study on this, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you up front. I actually went deeper on this because I had a question, because Yahushua does say not one jot, one tittle. So I'm not one to run from book. I know some of y'all, that's what you'll do. Well, Yahushua said not one jot, one tittle. Bang! You stuck like Chuck, because now I'm going to make you look at the actual things he says. He says what? Heaven and earth. Heaven and earth. He says Shamayim means heavens and earth. He doesn't say just earth. You want to know why? Because the book of Jubilees says there's some things going on up there that's comparable to the appointed times. Not all of them, just a couple of them. And they're doing things up there. They're holding it down up there while we're on pause down here. He just told you both. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you to go to any AI, go to Google and say, pull up all verses that say the following: heaven and earth, heaven and earth. And I bet you never picked up that all of us who've been reading heaven and earth, we've been seeing heaven and earth and only thinking earth and ignoring the heaven like it's not even there. The fine print. Can I get everybody to mute, please? Trust me, I got book. We're gonna have a study on it. Did that just catch your attention? Like, whoa, hold up. Never considered that. He actually said heaven and earth. Right now we pause. And I went to the prophets that said heaven and earth. Moses said heaven and earth. Abraham, all the forefathers, heaven and earth, heaven and earth, heaven and earth. The apocryphal books, heaven and earth. It's sitting right in front of our face. We still walking over fine print like it's not even there. You got to include both, up and down. Barak Yahuwah. I'm sorry, Bethany. I just squirreled out. Was that? I hope that was all right. Deborah, not Bethany.
It's okay. You just helped me to understand even more. You know.
Barak Yahuwah.
At the point that I got as you was having the study was teaching our children. And the thing is that my children are adults. But right now, some of them say Yahusha and Yahuwah, and some of them still with the God thing, but
Yeah.
when they catch themselves, they would say YAHUAH and YAHUSHA, especially when they're around me and we're talking Bible or stuff like that. It's a process, because I know for me, when I had just came into the truth, I would, even now sometimes speaking to somebody and the JC might come in, or the God might come in, or the LORD, and I'm like, Yahuwah, forgive me. I wasn't thinking. It just popped out, you know. So
You know, but that's a good thing. That's only practice at the same time you're considering him. You're not just bowing down, so to speak. And as long as you don't sink in shame and you're bringing it back to him. And what did you do? It sounds like you take it to your secret place and you talk to him about it.
Can I cut in real quick?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
We have more on the panel, and I could tell you're getting tired. So that way,
Marilyn know me.
I don't have to get another break.
Deborah, she's right. Do you mind if we move on to? Is that David?
No.
That David. All I see is the DA. Deborah, thank you so much for sharing. You'll have more opportunity to share more. Sis. We this ain't the first time we gonna keep doing this.
Okay.
All right, sis. Thank you so much. David, what up?
Not much, man. I'm grieving, but I'm hanging in there.
Wait. What's going on? What? Why are you grieving?
My nephew passed away this last week. He was 18. He had a stroke, and his heart gave out on him because he had an underlying heart condition.
Oh, we'll be in Palau for you. Myshpaka, you already know we deep with that, man. We got you. Myshpaka, make sure you add David. Can I tell him a little bit about you that I know of?
Yeah, sure.
David makes music. He started doing with Suno, right? So he's been doing some AI music. But Dave and I, David, you've been with our community for a good minute.
Good, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Say. And how I came into the church was through John Truth and then you.
Yeah.
And I started following you because how often you were going live and doing teachings and stuff. So I kind of, my life, I've been bouncing all around and I've done a lot of studying, and my heart has always been with our Creator. I just, at the time, I didn't know how or he was even hearing me. But once he revealed his name, I understood that he did hear me.
Yeah.
And how it happened was my marriage was on the rocks, and I was desperate for a change. And he heard my heart to have a change in my life. So that's, and I'll tell you this, that Daniel, the way you've been saying many faces or whatever, confused faces.
Confusing faces.
Something that's been resonating with me. Because I can say in my life, I've wanted to honor our YAHUAH, but I just didn't know how to honor him, and I wanted to do all the feast days and everything, and it's just right now I'm learning exactly like you have been saying that we're not in the land to do it. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that for my family and be the light in this time as well as for myself.
So, you know, well, first off, I really want to ask everybody to make sure you take some time, please, to Palau for him and his family, making sure that everyone grieves righteously through YAHUAH. We know David would. Oh man, you said something that caught my attention. You mentioned the confusing the faces, but there was something you said right afterwards. But I really wanted to make sure I took the time to say that the way I wanted to say that. Oh man,
Which has been resonating with me.
there was something
That's
huge I wanted to
resonating.
touch on. You had said something, man. Give me a little recap of what you just said again. I don't want to miss that thought. Something popped in my head, and then
I've just been trying to be a light to my family, and I'm just trying to do things right and honor him. I mean, I didn't know how to, but now I'm learning to do it because of what you're teaching. But yeah, confusion that faces as far as like not knowing who to trust as far as who's telling the truth, basically.
a few things that you
Where's
said.
my son?
Oh no, let's go. Tell him we said what's up. Tell him we said shalom. He's occupied. Well, a few things. Number one. Are you good? You good? Number one, it's all in YAHUAH's timing. When you had mentioned, I don't know why, I'm having a brain fart right now. There was like, there was something that jumped out that you said, but I wanted to make sure I reiterated about the halal, and then it just jumped out of my head. I ain't even gonna try to front. The confusion of faces. It was something right after that you had said.
Was it he was going to teach his family about the feast days and land to his family? Was it?
It was it. I can't remember. I don't know why, man. I lost it. I'm sorry, David. I'm so sorry. I'm not y'all. If you're new to the community, I'm not one to like pretend. I'm just and really, Angela and Angie. She's gonna put squirrel in the. She's gonna squirrel me. Wait till you get to talk. Wait till you get to talk. Don't go nowhere.
I love this family in ways that I never felt like I belonged anywhere, and I've always been searching for a place to belong. So
you see them? They call me grandpa and stuff inside the comments. Aki, let's talk about your music real quick, because I know you like to give esteem to YAHUAH through your music, and you had sent me some different songs and stuff like that, and you went a different direction that I was not considering. I thought it was pretty lit.
So that's my son. No.
Brian, he just like you. Is B still in here? Look, while David's doing that, Vanessa, I can't wait to get to you, Angela. I'm gonna get you back. Vanessa, you there, sis?
Hey, yes, I am.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, everybody.
Shalom.
My Myshpaka.
Were you able to hang out with us during the studies?
No, I was not.
Marilyn Booer. Boo. I'm just playing. Y'all don't boo her. Y'all don't boo.
I boo myself. No. Honestly, I was watching a few videos of you, and I was watching a video that you did probably a long time ago about a wicked wife. And it really hit me hard. And I was like, maybe I was a wicked wife. Like, I didn't give my husband time, or like, I feel like a lot of things that you said in that video was true. Maybe that's why he left me. The part that he left me was wrong, but maybe I pushed him that way.
Can I ask you something real quick? You joined us the other week, right?
Last week, yes.
And I remember you touching on that. On that. I got a few questions. Wait, can you just answer a few things for me? Does he call on YAHUAH?
No.
I kind of figured that. And something tells me
Actually, he went whoring to another god. Now he converted to Allah. And I try to tell him, listen, no matter what we went through, like, listen to this video. YAHUAH is your father. Yahusha is the Messiah.
Can I tell you, you're going about it wrong? I know. You're going about it wrong.
Well, I don't have much time.
No, wait.
To speak for him.
Here's the thing. You don't try to convince him with a video.
No, I have to be quiet and let YAHUAH do this thing. Words? I tried that too.
The book. It's better. What do you think was in the video? Was it scripture in the video?
Yes, there was. I admit it being wrong in a lot of ways.
Well, hold on, sis. Well, let me ask you one big question. Are you grieving over the scenario? Because I can hear it in your voice.
I am. Because when we first started, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. And I've been praying for like 2 years about it. And in my mind, when he first left me, in my mind, I said, wait 7 years. I don't know why. Wait 7 years. He still hasn't divorced me. And I still haven't divorced him. Although he's with another woman. And he says he married her through the mosque.
Wait. Okay, so how long have you hung out with our community? I'm gonna warn you, because I'm gonna be straight with you on everything I'm catching, and I'm asking you to please just hear me out.
Well, I need enlightenment, so
right.
I'm gonna take it well, because I have been praying for 2 years and I don't know what to do.
All right.
I don't know whether to leave him alone. I am leaving him alone right now. I'm not, because he has stopped doing for his son, and he has blocked me, and he has blocked my other son, which what he used to call his stepsons.
Are you angry?
I am. I'm angry, and I'm asking YAHUAH to take the anger out of me.
Sis, I need you to listen to me. I need you to just be a hearer right now. This is spiritual warfare. And if you believe in spiritual warfare, and make this your focus, not him. And to do this, you're going to have to hold that mirror up. So you said a couple of things, but I also hear a couple of things. I'm hearing jealousy. You're clearly jealous. Is that fair?
Yes, I was. I am still.
You am.
I am.
All right. Well, this book, this is Witnesses of the 12 Ancestors. This is Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs. Now, by the way, just because I said that I'm hearing jealousy doesn't mean that you don't have a right to feel some type of way. I'm just trying to identify things so you can.
No, you're right.
All right. So let's run down this. You got to be very careful. Why? Because we've already identified that the spirit of jealousy is tormenting you. But that's only one. The spirit of anger. Myshpaka already knew, because I saw one person already drop it in the comments. This book, I would encourage you to look into. This is Witnesses of the 12 Ancestors, most commonly known as Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs. We actually have this book sitting on our website. You can go read it for yourself. It's the 12 sons of Jacob. They're on their deathbeds, and they're actually telling people that they're giving advice to the descendants and everything. They're telling them exactly what's going to go down. As a matter of fact, the spirit of jealousy, Myshpaka, is it Simeon? Simeon, help me out, y'all. Because if that's the case, you can go to our YouTube page. And we actually did Reuben and Simeon. I'm actually animating all of them. I'm still working on Levi right now. It's Simeon. So go to our YouTube page when you get a chance. The link is in the TikTok bio. And then go to the playlist, and you'll see Witnesses of the 12 Ancestors. And matter of fact, watch them both. Because there's only two, but I got more of them to create. But don't wait for me to make those. Go find the information. It's on our website. You can go read it. There's audios online. You can listen to it. You need to listen to all of them. Why? Because number one, it talks about the spirit of jealousy. At the same time, it talks about envy. It leads to hatred. and it makes you want to do things that you don't want to do. And something tells me
I was doing a whole lot of things, and I recently stopped calling her whore.
well, wait, hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. Take a breather, sis. Take a breather. Take a breather. Take a breather. Because I got a lot to share with you. Okay. All right. So that was the first thing I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tackle it right up front. But you said something very clear. You said that he cheated on you, which means he lied at one point, correct? So if he lied, you know what this book says? This book says the spirit of falsehood. Then, by the way, this is a apocryphal book. They took this from you. This was in your original books that we could have been studying from. They didn't want you to have this type of power and of understanding. So the spirit of falsehood is the spirit of lying. You just identified that he lied. Well, guess what this book says? That spirit works, their team, their duo, they work together. The spirit of anger. You just said you were angry. Those are spirits playing with y'all. So first, what does the book also say? Scriptures all together says you have to forget. Now wait.
Yes.
So what does that look like?
So hard to forgive. I asked YAHUAH a lot to help me forgive both of them. Not only him, both of them. And I asked YAHUAH, please, to bring him, even if he doesn't come back to me, to at least bring him back to him. He didn't know his real name. But
YAHUAH for that.
But
can I ask you something else? I actually want to say more of a statement. Why don't you thank him as well? Because
I thank him, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never known YAHUAH.
Bang. I'm glad you caught that connection, because there's a handful of things there. This situation, do you know the scriptures?
I would have been too obsessed with him, following him all around.
Trust me, I can relate. The book says that we find the truth, and YAHUAH gets our attention through our trials and tribulation.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the same thing that happened to you, I experienced. It was a breakup, right? It may not have been at your level, but what happened to me, it drew me to this book. It drew me to ask valid questions. It drew me to want to understand what was really going on. I saw long-term stuff that I saw the past differently, right? So this scenario gave you his name. It sounds like it gave you more. It gave you more on YAHUAH. So this shot you his direction. So those are things I would nonstop thank him for, and I would also go ahead.
After he left me, I got sick with seizures.
Those are spirits.
Yeah.
Which means
and
this
not
book.
Only that, the Testament of
Solomon.
Not only that, Ashatan was working really hard for me not to know his name, because after that I was looking for YAHUAH, and I ended up in a cult. Good thing YAHUAH speaks to my heart, and he speaks to my spirit. And I said, this is not right. This is not him. This is false. And I was bringing my sons to it. And after 2 months, he was like, this is not it. This is not it. This is not what I was looking for. And I left the cult. And I think after 3 or 4 months after that, I found one of John Truth's videos. And I was like, this feels like it's it. This feels like it's it. And then I saw you and John Truth together speaking. I don't remember what it was about, but I was like, maybe this guy, because I didn't agree. Nothing against him. I love John Truth a lot because he brought me to the truth. And maybe that's why his name is John Truth. but there's some things that I don't agree with. I'm not going to say nothing about it.
Are you talking about as of recently?
No.
Okay.
No, I
All
agree
right.
with the recent stuff. Can I be honest?
Yeah, you sure can.
I don't agree. I don't know if he changed his mind about that, but I don't agree that the Father is the Son and the Son is the Father.
Can I tell you something I'm picking up? And I'm asking you to consider what I'm saying.
Okay.
Put this to the side. Everybody, please listen to me, because this is a thing. And Yahuwah, please protect my words in my heart, because I know that I'm going to be treading right now. All right. So what I'm about to say, let me first say that John is a friend of mine. We have each other's phone number. I text and I check on him from time to time.
He's a great guy.
Hold on. You might want to hear what I got to say. I'm just being honest. And
Okay.
what I'm about to say, I've actually shared with John in a personal way. We need to get off this topical stuff. The more we keep focusing on topical conversation, we stay in discord. The more we focus on the true thing that the book is asking us to do. So, for example, let's talk about the names. We know that the book says that there's a name issue. Our Creator saying in Ezekiel, his name is being blasphemed. Right? We can't walk away from that. We can't act like that's not a thing. Our Creator saying, I have an issue. I'm not happy with that. Right? Isaiah, he says that his name is being profaned. And he's not happy with that. He's blatantly saying, I don't like this. I don't like when you do that. Jeremiah, he says the prophets are making the people forget my name. I have an issue with that. Okay. In all honesty, I see people with Yahusha. Truth be told, they so complicated. It was like a red flag to me. I'm like, yo, I don't even care. Like, it seemed like to me, like y'all just going back and forth for nothing. I don't know why. Okay, so now let's see what the book says. 1 minute the book does say that the Father and the Son is one. Does say it. Do we ignore it? Next minute it says that the Son-Father thing. So you know what I did? I did research on the whole entire thing. All traditional 66 books, apocryphal books, all the ancient texts. Guess what it's all telling you? Both. When people doing what you're doing is you're finding one angle and you're ignoring the fact that the book says both. The book says both. The book says both. Now, what do you do with that? Do we ignore this for this? That's emotional. Do you ignore that for this? It's all emotional. Do you see the deception? It's set up for discord and strife. So the question is, what's the answer? The answer is we cannot be naive. The fact that our Creator's name, the enemy, had the balls to take our Creator's name out the book over 6,000 times when the book says don't do that. When our Creator says that I don't share my name with no other deities. I'm not feeling that, right? Okay. And the Creator had the adversary and people have had the courage to do it anyways. The book contradicts itself on so many different factors. I say that why? Because we got to stop being naive as if there's some corruption in the book. But it does not mean that our Creator can't show you through it. So the question is, what do you do? I had a conversation with John on this. My exact words. I'm not going to sugarcoat. This was a personal conversation, phone call. This wasn't through Messenger. It wasn't text or like, it was straight up. He hit my line. I hit his line. I can't remember. We talked about it. I said, John, you took this standpoint. People take this standpoint. Y'all argue all the time. I said, John, when the last time you seen me get involved in none of that? None of it. Zero.
I don't argue about it.
But wait. Once we bring it up, it's a thing that triggers people. But wait, it gets more. So, John, what does Yahuwah's name mean? Well, it's translated two different. Yahusha's name mean is translated two different directions. Yah adds salvation. Yah is salvation. Yah adds salvation. Both of them is lit. Either way, it points back to our Creator. But also, what does Yahusha say in the book? He says to follow the commands of the Father, follow the commands of Yahuwah. Yahusha ain't trying to take no credit. At the end of the day, our Creator, takes the top throne. Yahusha gets the respect for doing some work to helping breaking loose some chains for us. But when we turn around and we get caught up in a debate on names and all this other stuff, it becomes an issue. The last conversation I had with John, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to, since I'm here, I'm saying it. John knows that I love him. He know I don't align with everything that John says, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. I allow him what the book says. So if I'm going to be honest, and I'm just going to shoot everybody straight, I told John that he's used to that argument. And I also told him, you put yourself in that position. He saw it. Now John's taking another different direction. Y'all know I'm not getting into that.
I know this.
But
he doesn't argue about it no more.
Well, that's the thing. Is he? Is he?
I haven't seen him argue about it.
Well, that's not what I mean by that. That's not what I mean by that. And let me slow down on what I'm saying. Our Creator's saying there's a name problem. And by the way, I'm not telling y'all nothing I ain't said to him myself. Me and him had this conversation. We had a one-on-one. So I'm not going to act like I'm just being honest. Him and I have had this conversation. What I told him is, you speak through your own experiences, and that's fine. John was used to the Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yahuwah, whatever that is, dialogue, and it became conflict. That's what he was used to. So that's what he experienced in the comments all the time. That's what he experienced online all the time. What I told him was, did you know that there's a third group? See, there's not just a group of people arguing over the name. Like, so for example, if someone comes in here, they're yelling out Jesus and G-O-D and L-O-R-D. But if they're nice and they're calm, they're willing to talk, guess what? I'll listen to them. I'm not going to interrupt them. Guess what else? I'm not going to hate them for it. But you know what I will do? If they're interested, I'm going to share the name understanding. If they let me speak, I'm going to speak it all for them. If they're not interested in hearing, guess what? The book says to dust my feet. Don't worry about it. Don't feed the information to the pearls to the swine. But guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to argue with them. I'm not going to debate them. I'm not going to be mad at them. In my mind, I told you. You rejected it. I'm all right with that. I could sleep. There's no reason for me to argue and debate. John is used to that. Many people, it ain't just John. I don't want to just talk about him. Many people put yourselves in that position because that's what you're looking for. So even if you take that standpoint of even when you take that standpoint of you think that just because you want to take up for the name of Yahuwah and Yahusha, and someone else wants to call him JC, I'm okay with saying JC is a deity, and you're following a deity. You're not following the true Savior. I'm okay with saying LORD and GOD are those are deities. You're not following the true Creator. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to back down from that. I am not going to dishonor and disrespect my Creator or soften it for anyone. But what I will do is I'm still going to love that person. I'm still going to respect that person. I could walk away from that conversation without getting involved in conflict. My point to that is when John put out his recent name conversations, if I'm being honest, if I'm over here doing a live and a study on truth unedited and that thing, I'm not going to run from the John conversation either. John's heart is in the right place. He's trying to do the right thing. He's just trying to honor Yahuwah. He calls on Yahuwah and Yahusha. All he's saying, from my understanding in this time frame, is the discord that comes along with it. I'm just going to summarize it. I understand what Ak is saying, but he's going off his own experiences. But there's a third group, and we're getting caught up in the middle. I can't seem to talk when Marilyn, as a witness, will be doing it in the middle of live. And just because John dropped some name content, we get some people in the comments. What do you think? All off subject. We could be talking about something completely different. Somebody come in the comments. What do you think about John in the name thing? But like, hold up, wait. We over here. You just went way over here, and now you distracted a whole pocket of people in our life with somebody else then? And we don't. No, we're not talking about you. No. You've done that to us.
Yes, I have.
But do you see? But no. No need to apologize. But you just proved the point. Please don't apologize. You just proved it. Think about it. What did that do? It took the focus off. Bang. But also, it still causes discord. When John was just trying to be loving with his heart, trying to support his Creator and give reverence in the way he's feeling called. But look at the comments. What fruits pop in the comments? Do people argue and debate in the comments after hearing something like that? That's what I saw. I don't get involved in none of that stuff. I don't like.
Bringing discord too.
Do what?
Can I intervene, please?
Yes, go ahead, sis.
It's 7:20. I'm sorry, but we got others waiting. I'm not trying to cut nobody off. But
no, you do.
And then you guys a couple more that is trying to get in, and I don't know if you want me. David trying to get back in because I guess he dropped off, and then there's another one, so I'm not sure.
Honestly, sis, this is what we'll do.
Finish what's on the panel.
Y'all, if Marilyn know me more than anybody, she know when I'm starting to wind down. Dang, man. Vanessa ain't holding back. Gosh. Mang it.
It's been hours. You've been trying to not teach. I know you don't like that word, but share.
Vanessa, and he's trying to accommodate right now.
Vanessa, this is what I want to do. Marilyn, let's hold off on adding people. We'll do another midweek one. But real quick, Vanessa, I just want to share with you. Go to our YouTube, and I want you to look for the following. It's round 1, lonely when not alone.
Yes, I was gonna ask you about that. I saw number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. No number 5, number 6 in YouTube.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got distracted, but they'll let me know. I might redo them. But my point is, back on those. Go watch them all. Go watch them deep. Go take your time. Take more notes, and really think about your scenario.
Well, that's why I started changing. Like,
Barak Yahuwah.
I no longer look for him. I'm looking for YAHUAH only.
Barak Yahuwah. Well, sis,
Thank you.
we'll give you more time another time.
All right.
I want to get to Angela because we got some beef. I saw that shot you threw the squirrels.
Oh no!
I'm just playing. What's good, sis?
I am the biggest squirrel, probably. Aki, I tell you, I think we're related. I'm serious, and don't go by the skin color. You and I are so much the same. I get distracted too, and I'm dyslexic, and I don't pronounce things right, but I think I pronounce things better than you, brother.
Ouch! Ouch! she throwing rocks and hiding the hand. Go ahead.
It's like seeing me. Oh my! It is. Well, I have a lot to say in a short period of time because I've got an adult child. I keep having to change his pants, so I may have to run. But anyhow, this is it hit Barak Yahuwah. This has been amazing. When I started following you, first off, you scared me at first.
Did I?
You really did. It was during your angry time.
Was it the loud voice?
The loud voice. But it has been such an alignment that you, through his YAHUAH, has just shown me things. And I will tell you that each time you've come on a topic, it was Daniel. It was I had a dream about Daniel. It was the same time you came across that, I came across that. I needed confirmation. He used you to give me the confirmation of the word he gave me.
Right.
And same thing with doing the Passover. I tell you, I thought I was right this time. I raised my own sheep. And so I have pure, clean, unblemished lamb, the whole nine. But the YAHUAH spoke to me and I opened up Daniel. I opened up Deuteronomy. And the same thing hit me at the same time that you came on. And it was just confirmation. Because I saw you sitting there reading and go, wait a minute. And you caught that. Wait a minute. And I'm like, it hit me too. But I couldn't say anything back then because we were talking live.
So YAHUAH he saved one of the sheep? You were going to sacrifice the sheep?
I do, but we'll go there. But anyways.
Go ahead, sis. You got it.
It has been a journey of him revealing things to me, one and the other. And each time I have a question, did I read that right? Did I read that right? You come on, wait a minute, we're not going to do this live. We're going to go do this because this came up. And it was the same thing that came up with me. And I tell you, the alignment that YAHUAH has passed down to me and given me the backup of you to show me that this is what it is. And I have a lot to say. Anyhow, a lot of us are jumping out of the kettle into the frying pan.
Wait a minute, Angela, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Your son, when you said adult son, he listens to the music. He's like autistic or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, have y'all seen those videos in the community? Oh, I don't know why it just hit me. Go ahead, sis.
I'm in trouble today. I keep having to change his pants. But
tell him I said shalom.
I will. I explain to him, I'm on live. I show you there's a line, and I'll say, Barak Yahuwah, yeah. And he'll say the same thing.
Barak
Yahuwah. But anyhow, it's a challenging life. But I missed earlier study. I was caught up with him. But I'm glad I got to join this live. But a lot of us are waking up. But let me put it this way. Let me use an analogy. We haven't had our coffee yet. Even though I think every time I think I'm fully awake, YAHUAH reveals something else.
There's more.
So we are still waking up, but we are still seeing there's so much more. His thoughts, his ways are so much higher than ours. And it's just one revelation after the next, and Barak Yahuwah for having you, Elon, as an Aki to guide and help us pull together. I wanted to say something about your palaling for you. I believe it was Ken.
Yeah.
I know you both are facing challenging situations. I want to reassure you, and we're all palaling for you. But I wanted to give you, I've been through the child thing, and this my custody battle is not with an ex. It was my sister. But anyhow, needless to say, I wanted to tell you something. Don't be discouraged if things don't go exactly your way. Yahuwah's ways are higher than our thoughts could ever be.
Truth be told, sis, thank you. But I can tell you right now, Yahuwah is working my scenario. I already see it. When I see
what his will is,
Barak Yahuwah, when I see every movement working like exactly how he says in the word, just gives me the confidence. I trust his book. I trust his word, and I see exactly what he's doing.
Yes. Well, Barak Yahuwah, it's been 20 years. I still haven't seen my daughter. I do have contact with her. But I can tell you, I went to the top of the mountain. This is back when I lived in Arizona. Screamed at the top of my lungs, "Why, Yah?" And I was saying Yah back then. And I think I scared a lot of people. I screamed so loud. But I now have 5 other children that were brought into my life. One is adopted. Long story. I have 9 children altogether. They're mostly all grown except for Brendan, who's still here at home.
Yeah.
I do have a stepson who's 36 who lives here. But he will bring into your life what his will is and what you need. And I am still waiting for the answers on what happened with my daughter. I was not in the wrong. Long story. I had to back away from the situation. Yeah. But the lies, the gossip, I understand that. And as far as Kendra's situation, I've been through that too. Yahuwah shall provide, even if her job ends up being they won't honor Saturdays. Maybe he has a new job for her. His ways are so much higher than ours that we never know. So just Barak Yahuwah, we're all plowing, and I encourage
I feel you on that.
What you are doing. I have so much respect for how you handled the situation yesterday. You pause, you ask for Yahuwah's guidance, you guard your words, you guard your mouth, and so much respect for that. You handle things so delicately, and it just touches my heart. I'm brought to tears when I see you handling it delicately. And Barak Yahuwah for handling the whole situation yesterday in the study, what was brought up, not making a controversy, not having battles in your conversations. There's no conflict, and when it is, you handle it.
That means a lot. Thank you, Barak Yahuwah.
We are very Barak to have you in our lives to be able to come together like this. Thank you, Aki.
Barak Yahuwah, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Barak Yahuwah. Sorry, Elon. The one who was gonna be after her dropped off. He's trying to get back in. Should I bring him in or?
Yeah, we can go ahead.
Oh, shout out to Marilyn. Thank you, Marilyn. She so bad. And then see you later.
Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I go by Angie.
Angie.
Yeah.
And I will remember the Jonan, but I'm gonna let you slide this go around.
All right. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Homeboy laughs. Shalom.
Shalom, Barak Yahuwah. I just go by Homeboy laughs, but my name is James.
James, good to meet you.
I just love the Myshpaka because I came out of it about 3 years ago. Didn't know what was happening. All I knew is that everything started feeling weird. I was reading the word and saying, JC and all of that. And then he brought me into the revelation of his name. And every time I hear it, every time I say it, I just have so much zeal. And much like yourself, I start get, I don't know, like the fire shut up in my bones where I start speaking about him, it just comes out, and how I come to your channel is, and how I come to know you is, I started out coming out of it listening to, like most people, Truth Unedited. Only heard Mr. John. I only heard John Truth did one video I can be honest about, and I had a situation about 5 months ago where one of my friends in Nebraska, we do Bible study. We were doing Bible study on the Shabbat, and he was flying down to Atlanta to get baptized by a guy named Brother Scott. Then I was supposed to get baptized with him, but Yahuwah was like, check the fruit. See if he can baptize you. Ask him to baptize you in the name of Yahushua. I was like, okay. So I asked Brother Scott. I said, hey, Brother Scott, me and Brother Daniel's going to be getting baptized together. Would it be a problem if I get baptized in the name of Yahushua? He was like, no. I talked to God a long time ago, and he told me to only baptize in the name of Jesus Christ. And so I was like, I was like shocked. I was like, okay. And he was like, well, I don't speak Hebrew. I only speak English. And it just so happens I wrestled with that about 3 days, my brother and sisters. I wrestled with it about 3 days, but I was about to go along with it. But Yahuwah stricken me. He afflicted me. I got sick. And I couldn't go along with it. And I was like, that wasn't for me to do. And after it happened, my friend was like, he got mad at me. He was like, man, you should have got baptized in the name of Jesus, and now, I see you and you send me text messages. You send me, stuff. Actually, Myshpaka, I send stuff, Abba, and I send a lot of the what I'm learning. And he's like, well, bro, you're English, you're not Hebrew. I'm like, oh, okay. And he sent me like a nasty YouTube video. And right after that YouTube video is when I saw you. And I got introduced to a lot of the
Whoa. Back up. Did you just say the one that said that the friend that has that says that you speak English, not Hebrew, he sent you a YouTube video?
Yeah, he sent a YouTube video, trying to exhort me.
And then after that?
And after that video, right after the next video after that was We the People. And I was like, okay, let me see what We the Assembly. I was like, let me listen to We the Assembly. I started listening. I was like, man, I said, I like what he's saying. I guess, Myshpaka understands Myshpaka, I ain't sharp as iron. I was like, okay, I'm loving this.
Oh, y'all see what just happened? Yahuwah used his friend that's calling on the wrong name to bring him closer to a community that's calling on it. Oh, that's nasty. Barack Yahuwah, go ahead.
And I was like, man, he was like, so you haven't found anyone to baptize you in the name of Yahushua yet? I was like, no, but I believe, if I keep on believing and being steadfast, that someone will show up. Because I live in almost North Georgia, by the mall of Georgia. I say someone will show up in this area where I'm at, and I'll meet someone that'll immerse me in the name of Yahushua instead of in the covenant of Jesus Christ. I say, so I'm looking to be immersed in Yahushua, not Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, my brother. So that kind of like ended our friendship. We haven't really been talking. We'll text here and there when we know something's coming up with each other's families. But other than that, it's just like no, because it's like ain't enough time. We wasted enough time already.
Barack Yahuwah, say that again. Say that again.
Enough time already. It ain't time to waste on stuff. I used to be stuck on trying to make people understand his true name. But I say if I live out his true name, and I love the way you keep saying the mirror is, even in the We the Assembly music. A lot about the mirror of the book, the mirror of the book, the mirror of the book. It sticks, and and it's taught me, one of the best songs like that I listen to, even at work. I'm in construction, and cherry picking. I'm like, man, I love that cherry picking. I can't cherry pick the book, man. We gotta be straightforward. Can't cherry pick. You gotta let the whole chapter gotta cook. So.
He dropping verses.
That a few of the Hispanic guys that I look over in the construction field, they try to get me to learn their curse words, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. But I started playing your music, And the music from we.the assembly, they bobbing their heads now and they're saying Yahuwah with me. They don't. And one guy was like,
What?
Yahuwah, who's that? I say, he's no. I say to you is Jesus Cristo, but no Jesus Cristo. Only Yahuwah. Only Yahuwah.
Barak
Only
Yahuwah.
They're on the construction.
Frankie, how would you say it? Go ahead. Ignore that, James. Go ahead. Keep going.
The music, I'm blasting, and they're bobbing their head. When I'm not playing the music, they're mad at me. They're like, "Where's the music, bro? Where's the music?" So I mean, I'm loving it, man. It's all joy here, man.
Barak Yahuwah.
And you know, it's all joy here, and I'm learning new stuff, and you know, and I seen you hold up the Hallelujah Scriptures book, so I've gotten me a Hallelujah Scriptures book, you know, and you know, from about a month ago, and you know, I also got, you know, I got the Surfer downloaded on my phone, and I've always been going by the King James version, so I'm just learning a lot, man. Just peeling away a lot of stuff, man. And when I heard the young person say something about their marriage earlier, that struck me. Because I've been married going on 21 years. And it's rough and it's tough. But for me, I was, you know, taught the old way, you know. Oh, in the Bible, you know, the women, they listened to the man. They submitted, they did this. And I thought that the blessings of my household were not happening and not flowing because my wife wasn't on the same level of praying and learning about the Father and the Son like me. But when I started really, you know, letting Scripture cook and cut, you know, I realized, you know, that it was me. It was me. And since I started getting into the Scripture, letting it cook, he's revealing himself more and more to me. And now I see certain things are flowing.
Myshpaka, I'm sorry. James, hold on. James, I need you to hear something. Hold on. You said, I'm get in the book, let it cook. Ooh. That's going to be a we.theassembly song. Barak Yahuwah.
Chapter cook.
Hold up. I just put my whole chapter cook. Don't let me forget. I literally just set my pen. I just wrote and just lost my pen in seconds. Go ahead, James. James, you when that song dropped, you're gonna be like, "Yo, he really did that, yo."
It'll be Barak Yahuwah. It won't be nothing I did and nothing
Barak Yahuwah.
You know, so the more I continue to learn that it's all about, you know, being in line and not in disorder, like you keep saying, like you have this, like you have order on your lives and you have order in the camp, you know, and that's what it's about. You know, nothing should be done out of disorder. When I was doing stuff out of disorder in my home, my life, especially my spiritual life, was a mess. I was trapped in all kind of stuff I shouldn't have been trapped in, you know, disrespecting my wife with the pornography and with all that stuff. But praise be to Yahuwah, since he started calling me out 3 years ago, he took that taste out of my eyes, man. Out of my spirit, man. I have not seen anything relative to that in 3 years. And I don't even desire to see it.
I feel you. That's a hard one to fight, man. I've went on record with saying I had a pornography issue. Like for a person to say it like that, I got to give you some. I know you say you beat it, but it's not easy to go out and say that, and it's not something easy to beat. So Barak Yahuwah for you, Barak Yahuwah for that, and Barak. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I've learned, you know, that, you know, the YAHUAH revealed to me the other day when I was riding in my car listening to music, and they say the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And I'm like, okay, why you keep saying that to me? I mean, I just kept hearing it over and over on my way to work. And then right before I parked the truck, he was like, the first shall be last. Who do they put last now in all the religious sectors and religious everything? Yahuwah and Yahusha. Who do they put first? The one that came last, JC and God. You know, and he said, so hold on to that and sit with it. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen with that you're gonna see it before long. You know, and I was like, we're seeing it now. He say, but no, the world don't see it. He said it's time for me to show the world that the last who that they put first is not who they need to bow to. So I'm loving that it's a time that we live in. And it's in some parts, if you didn't know him, you're scared. But since you know him, you're like, man, what a wonderful time to be alive. Because you're seeing prophecy fulfilled, and I'm seeing, you know, his name and his covenant come to life, and you're seeing his people, you know, not afraid.
Yep.
Not afraid.
That part.
Not afraid.
Barak Yahuwah.
We're all, you know, too blessed to be stressed. We're all on this line, too anointed to be disappointed, and we should all be too equipped to be good.
Yo, why, Jock, Maryland, he need to be doing songs. I think like he over here talking about we the assembly music. He dropping bars.
No, I'm not inclined in that way or that area, so I leave that.
Are you kidding me? You write lyrics. You write lyrics by default.
Right. All he gotta do is say those little rhymes and then have them throw the verses in there.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna watch this on replay. I'm be like, James said. like I need to give him credit for this lyrics. Let's put that in the lyrics too. Shout out to James making rhyme. Barak Yahuwah.
Barak Yahuwah, man. It's just how he does it, how he shows himself to you, and how he just shows yourself to yourself.
Yeah.
And how, you know, we got to be a mirror in all aspects, a mirror to him and a mirror to ourselves. You know, and the more I know that, the more I, you know, understand that. Like, man, when people see James walking, they shouldn't see James. They should see Yahushua walking again on this earth. You know, like all of us, that's who they should see. And our actions and our fruit, you know, that and all that we do. Because when Yahuwah sees us, he wants to see Yahushua. So why not the people that see us on this earth who are lost? Why not they see Yahushua in whatever light we have, you know, to never dim it, for them to always let it shine.
James, thank you so much, man. It's been a Barak.
Oh, I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm here now, man. Myshpaka.
Jock, would you about to say something?
I just wanted to, before you hopped off, say one thing about the study that stuck out to me.
Oh yeah, my bad, yeah. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, you good. I mean, there was a lot of panel. I wanted to make sure everybody heard it was up here. Leviticus 25:23. As a grafted in member of Yasharal, following Yahuwah's covenant,
Barak
to the
Yahuwah.
best of my ability, that hit me, but it also should hit those saying that I'm not welcome. Not you, because you are you're walking this book the way it should be. But the camps that are yelling that the grafted in aren't there, they should really study that, because what did that say? It says Yahuwah is speaking to Yasharal, and he tells them that everyone is sojourners in his land.
Oh.
So
yep.
He's saying that the sojourners are there, but he's also saying that everybody is a sojourner in his land. So,
John, what verse was that again? I think somebody in the comments said what verse was that?
It was Leviticus chapter 25, verse 23.
Yeah, we hit that today. I think it's Nina Sweets. We did a full study. I'm not sure if you know if we go on YouTube. If I'm not sure if you know that we do scripture studies, but we do like deep dives and we hit that. But go ahead, Jacques.
But what stuck out to me is, are the people that are native born who's woke up to that fact treating the sojourners the way Yahuwah, they would want Yahuwah to treat them as sojourners in his land.
You know, I find just interesting about it, period. I watch people like yourself cornbread. You know, and you just there's a lot of people that you know that you're of the other nations, and you're not skipping over book you're not afraid of. And I see the camps, they're walking confident. They're walking confident and quick to turn around and tell somebody about book. But as soon as you show something in the same books that they use, Deuteronomy says, read, Israel's the only one to make it. Isaiah, read, Israel's the only one to make it. Leviticus, read, Israel's the only one to make it. They find a verse somewhere in there. But as soon as you turn around and what Leviticus 25, verse 6, and the Shabbat of the land shall be to you for food, for you and your servant and your female servant and your hired servant, and for the, can I get stranger in the comments, please, who sojourns with you. The strangers are good with YAHUAH. Read. You can, Isaiah got book, Isaiah chapter 56, Deuteronomy, it's all over the book. Ezra, it's all over the book. And he's clearly saying the ones who are down with him, the ones that call by his name, the ones that follows his commands, the ones who see him correctly. He's like, yo, I'm with you, my guy. I'm with you, sis. That's what the book is saying. But I can't help but notice those same people do the Passover. You got to follow the laws. It's for all generations. And they missing the fine print when Deuteronomy 16. Let's read it again. Myshpaka, can I before we close this thing out? Maryland's like, ay. Elon's going to pass out. Deuteronomy 16, verse 5. You are not, let's repeat that again. You are not allowed to slaughter the Passover in any of your gates, which YAHUAH, your Eluah, gives you. But, this verse 6, but at the place where YAHUAH, your Eluah, chooses to make his name dwell, there you slaughter the Passover in the evening at the going down of the sun. At the appointed times, you come out of Metzrim. Why is it that you got like yourself and cornbread and others like you, y'all gonna see it and be like, yo, it says that's there. And then you got we Israel, you missing some couple of things. You see the connection between the slave trades. You see that you are connected to the book. You don't see that the land is important. You don't see when he says about the stranger, you really gonna act like that's not there? You really gonna go la 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 la? I don't see la 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 la. But you get somebody like yourself, you sit with it. Even if it's challenging you in a certain way, you sit with it. It's Torah pride. It's Torah pride. Ooh, that's a song. That's a song. Torah pride. I found the pen. It was sitting there the whole time. Barak YAHUAH. Torah pride. Woo! My point is, like, it's fascinating to me, but at the same time, they don't see that they're legit being the same way our forefathers were who broke the covenant. Like, you're doing a repeat. You are mirroring our forefathers who broke the covenant, who helped put us in this position. And you call yourself bringing people to YAHUAH, or and a lot of them ain't even calling him by his original name. They call him God and LORD. So you got another issue there. Yo, Judgment Day is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be hard for a lot of people. I'm done. James, My bad. Did you have more? I didn't mean to take that over. I know you were sharing.
No. That was perfectly picked back up, and that's all.
Rumamu YAHUAH. James, we appreciate you. Did you want to share one more thing before we leave, or did you get everything you wanted to share? Thank you, Tanya. I think James checked out on us. All right, I think he checked.
I'm gonna drop him off the panel.
All right, sis, you got it. Myshpaka, Barak YAHUAH for today. Barak YAHUAH for his word. If you were in our study earlier today, or if you missed it, it's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Facebook deletes it after 30 days, but it's on YouTube. All right, and this actually has been live on Facebook too. So we just. So if you want to check that out, boom, it'll be available. If you want to rewatch this, it's there too. Myshpaka, you already know my name is Alon, pronounced like you're going to cut grass, like you're going to cut a lawn. It's not spelt that way, but it is pronounced that way. When I go live, I have two goals. First goal is to give esteem and to serve our creator, YAHUAH. And the second is to add value to you. And I am in Palal that this live on TikTok and on Facebook and YouTube, and I studied earlier, gave value in both those areas. And you guys, we will do part 3 soon. But I think I'm going to be hopping back into Pray Like the Forefathers. We have to get back into that series. We got two things going on simultaneously, Myshpaka. So, but I'm not going to forget about that one. We got to finish that one. It's lit. All right. With that being said, I got to get off here, or Marilyn gonna be fussing at me. So I will see y'all soon. Barak YAHUAH. Okay, now I gotta turn. There we go. There we go. Bye, Facebook and YouTube. Shalom. Shabbat shalom. No, Shabbat, that was yesterday. Bye.